daddy and my brother, and they always wore bibbed overalls, and I love the old buckles on the old overalls, so I thought that would be neat if I can even come close to what they really looked like. But come over to the board and we'll show you what we've been working on. We're working on this, the face right now, and trying to get some colors in. And if you notice, as I go along, I'm making it darker and darker and darker in areas. Now I'm pulling it back this way. We probably won't leave him without any hair. We'll put hair on him probably. Now if you notice, I've put a little extra color in the eyes, but we're going to, actually I'm going to put a little more color in there. Right now we're just getting some of the, I guess you'd call it the age marks. And I'm going to lighten that up a little bit. And more shadows. And I'm going to have to straighten his nose out just a little bit maybe. I'll blend just a little bit. I won't blend it too much because I want it rough, in other words. I'm painting a little more than I actually need at the top up here. But we'll take some of that out. Same with the teeth. The teeth are not white. We probably put highlights in them, but they're definitely not white. Now what I'm doing, if you notice, I'm just adding some age marks. Now my daddy never did look his age, so this is definitely not my daddy. And I'm shadowing under the neck a little bit. Probably I'll make the beard come down over that. I'm trying to get a few little extra details in there. I want that ear to have a little more red in it. This one too. And I probably put a little more red in his cheek. I'll blend a little of that out. And right under there, whoops, I may have to clean that brush. I'm going to clean that brush. I'm getting my highlight color intermixed with that dark color. Let me grab something here. Maybe I can get his nose a little bit straighter. Okay, that looks a little bit better, doesn't it? I'm going to blend that a little bit. If you notice, I put a lot of different colors in there intentionally. Rinse that out. See if I can get my dark color. Pick a little of that up. That's my darkest shadow color. Putting that right under the nose. Now the eye, I'm going to go back to it right now. I'm trying to rinse that out pretty good. I'm using the same little brush. Pick up a straight white, go into that, whoops, I was afraid of that. It picked that color up too much. I'm going to rinse it out again. If I can keep it about that color, I'll be okay. Okay. Let me flatten that out a little more. Actually, right now, I'm just trying to put a few little highlights in the eye. Hopefully later on, it will show up real good. Hopefully. And I'm going down to the teeth here just a little bit. I don't want them too white. Makes them not look natural. I picked up a little solid white, too much, I think. Let me take a little of that out. I'm working really around the mouth here, trying to get a few little highlights in here. Now I'm going to have to define the eyes a little better because they look really weird right now. But that's okay. Okay, let me do something to the eye to make it look a little bit better for the camera there in here. Normally, I'm not sure what color eyes to make him. Let's start out with blue. You want to? Now what I'm doing is just making a little round circle here. And I'm just doing the outside of them right now. That I won't put the pupil in till later. And we'll probably take a smaller brush. Matter of fact, let me do it right now and I'll just show you what I'll do to the eyes. See that little blue I've got there? I'm going to grab a little of that, go right into here, mix it in with my darker blue. Then what I usually do I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. I'm going to make it a little lighter on this other, and I may go back and lighten that a little bit more. I'm putting a little circle. See if you can see it on this one. I hope you can see that. I don't know that you can. But while I got that color out, I'm going to add a little bit to the corner of the eye. What I'm doing, I'm making the eyes round. You'll be able to see that as we get a little further along. There'll be a lot of highlights in here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is grab a little of that straight Van Dyke. And just give you an idea maybe of what the eyebrows will look like. And what we'll do too, we'll go around the eyes with this Van Dyke brown or a dark color similar to that. In other words, these eyebrows and they're never totally straight. I'm just going to put a few in there just to give you an idea, and we'll, before we're through, we'll put a whole lot more of this in there. I'm just giving you an idea of what the hairline will look like. Just a little bit. I'm going to do that on the other side so it won't look so funny sitting there. Just a little here. Now we can take some of those out, put more in. Actually, we'll add finer ones like this. I hope you can see that on camera. And we're going to make a whole lot of shadows, lines, and wrinkles on them. And we'll probably put some beard on him. And we may make it sort of gray. I'm not exactly sure yet. But let me just pull a little bit of that. Looks like he needs a shave. Looks like Abraham Lincoln, doesn't it? I hope you enjoy these different types of paintings. I love doing them so much. If you notice, I'm not trying to make it smooth and beautiful. I'm trying to keep it sort of rustic. That'll give you some idea of the basic shape and form of the overall picture. Normally I don't put all of this in until some of the last things. But if we go over them, we can always come back and put them in again. Now I'll probably put a few darker areas and a few lighter areas also. Let me rinse this brush out. Let's just give you an idea of overall how it will look. I'm not through with the hair up in this area, but I'm so intrigued about these buttons down here that I want to get started on these little buckles and buttons and shirts and stuff. So I believe what we'll do maybe is leave that for a little while. Go down here and maybe start on the shirt. I'm not sure what color shirt to put on him. Let's put a red shirt on him. Maybe it's faded a little bit. Let's do that. I'm going to grab this red right here. Let's just mix it with all this color. We want it to be faded a little bit. I'm going to grab a little of that dark shadow color and put in it. Let's try that and see how it looks and go from there. You want to? Now to do that, I'm going to need a little bit bigger brush. So let's start with one, say this size. Now I'm just actually covering up the areas. And you get just a touch of thinner there. Now try to go around the buckle and maybe the overalls. Now down here, I'm just going to fade it into the color at the bottom. Sort of like that. Now if I go over that a little bit, it won't make any difference because our other color will cover it. However, see, we've got some spots in the middle though that I need to go in. This brush might be a little large for that. You could go in there sideways and keep doing it till you got it if you wanted to. But I've got a small brush. Let's just use it. I'm going to rinse him out so I can get a little true red there. By the way, we mixed that red with some of our shadow color and a little bit of the other colors here. I don't want the bright red. I want something, you know, he's probably worked in this shirt a lot. It's probably faded a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of red at the bottom, though. I'm not sure that we need it, but now I'm going around a little closer to our overall strap and the buckle. Now I'm going to paint the close places over here first, okay? So that would be in behind here. I'm not sure, that might be overall material there, but we'll put a little red there just in case. Now I need to go around it. And on this side. I'll just go around the whole area that I need to here. I believe that's about right. Let's grab this side of the overall strap. You've got to be kidding. It can't be time to leave. It seemed like we just got started. Wow. Well, I've got a minute, so I'm going to work for a little bit longer. Wow. Well, you know, I hate to do it, as always. I'm going to grab real quick like. Oops, too dark, too dark. Too light, too light. Okay. Well, anyhow, you can get the idea. But remember, come back next week and we'll do a little more work on our painting. We enjoyed being with you as always, and hope you come back and be with us next week. Goodbye and God bless. Hey everyone, welcome again to our show. So glad you dropped by the studio today. I hope you enjoy our painting and hope you maybe learned something from it, and hope maybe you were painting yourself. And if you have any problems, anything, why, call us and we'll see if we can help you a little bit. Come over to the board and I'll show you what we've been working on. When we left you last week, we was painting this red shirt in. So let's just go ahead and finish that.